Hey guys, I am back. I got all my stuff put in a box, just didn't get it put back in stock. But it's all in a box and we'll get to it later, because I think you guys are more important to hang out with right now, right? Okay, so like I said, I am back. We are going to be making a bunny peep. Boop, 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 boop. Isn't it adorable? Okay, so it does come with, go ahead and take it out of the wrapper. And when you guys come on, say hi. And also I'd like to say hello to all my YouTube friends out there. Welcome, welcome. So glad you all could join me. If anybody has any questions or comments, please message me. Okay, and I will answer your questions or comments. Okay, so let me get my bunny peep. So as I said, he comes with the attachments to put him on the wreath. Okay, comes with the attachment. Oh, look, he's already hooked to the base. He's ready to go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cut the tag off, because it's one of my pet peeves. You gotta take that tag off. Nobody wants to see that tag. Okay, make sure there's no little pokey plastic thing out. Let me move. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Let's get this one up so I can see the comments. I want to be able to see your comments. Okay? Alright, so with this wreath, we're going to use this yellow mesh. Isn't that pretty? On that mustache. It's a little bit brighter than the peep, but that's okay, because you don't want the peep to blend in. So I got my yellow mesh, and then I'm going to use the purple to kind of help bring out the peep, okay? Because you don't want too much yellow. Alrighty? And then we're going to use this ribbon, the bunny peep ribbon. I think it's upside down. There we go. The bunny peep ribbon. Alright? I'm going to use this carrot ribbon. I'm going to use yellow polka dot ribbon. Alright. And we are going to use this ribbon to help bring out the colors of the peeps in this ribbon. Okay? I believe that's all my ribbon I had out for this, unless I accidentally put one away. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Because this is going to be the tails, and then this all goes to the bow. Okay, so these are going to be our tails, guys. Alright. Oh, here comes Mr. Copper Copper. Here comes Mr. Copper Copper. So I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff over here. Hi, Copper. Can I have that? Can I have that, please? Thank you. Copper found the cat food can that the cat didn't finish eating. Would you like to say hi to everyone? Come here. Come on. Want to say hi? And then you have to go lay down. Guys, this is our baby. This is Copper. He just turned 3 on Valentine's Day. You say hi, everybody? Say hi. Say hi. Okay. Go on. Go play with Uncle Tommy. All right. Maybe he'll stay away now. He got some attention. You know how they are. Okay, guys. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and tilt. Don't you get the little stinker. Get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and tilt the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. All right? Okay. Hi, Gigi. Thank you. How are you? All right, I'm going really, really slow so you guys don't get motion sick. Okay, so I have my base. Yeah, he's one of my fur babies. We have 2 Britneys. The other one, she's 14. She sleeps. Eats, sleeps, poops, and pees. And plays fun referee. That's what she does. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to use this. Let me cut off this piece of tape here. We are going to make poofs. So this is a wreath base. It already has the ties in it, guys, for those of you who are new. And then if you don't have these, and I think I'm out of stock right now. I have them on order, but they're not in yet. So, South Carolina, Gigi, Southern California. Hi, Mom. How's your weather in Southern California? It's cold here. Okay, so if you don't have one of those pre-made wreath bases like I just showed you, you can, this is a wreath base you can get from the Dollar Tree. It's a 14-inch wreath base. It comes like this. Let me pull one out. Okay, it comes like this, guys. And you can just get, what are they called? Pipe cleaners or chenille stems. And then you put them on and around there, okay? We come out with anywhere between 15 and 16 ties when you make it yourself, okay? When we use the pre-made, which I have these pre-made because I have an order for 6 Brittany Spaniel wreaths, you know, with Brittany Spaniel signs. Okay, so these ones come with 18 ties on them. Okay, so there's the difference. Oh, I wish it was 70 degrees here. It's cold. Cold and icy and snowy and icky. I'm ready for the nice weather. Okay, so what we're going to do is I dropped my mesh on the floor because we need it to roll out. So then I roll the free edge, the very top edge. Alright, that's like this. I roll it down because that helps keep it from fraying. And then we just kind of squinch it up like so. Alright, and we stick it in one of these ties. This is how we start it off. Guys, if you could, if you're new here, please go, please like and follow, and please go subscribe to my YouTube page, Barb's Country Creations. Okay, so, and see me on Pinterest and Instagram. I'm everywhere. Alright, so anyway, what we're going to do is, to measure this out, it's going to be about 10 inches, so we want 10-inch poofs. So you take it from here and take it to this next tie. So you skip this tie and go to this one, and that's approximately about 10 inches. Okay? Depending on, again, what size frame you use. For this frame with the 18 ties on it, that's about 10 inches. Okay? And then you just foo-foo it up. And again, you do the same thing to the next one, and so on and so forth until you go get the whole top done. Okay. Just twist it, and then you just fluff it out like so. Thank you, Gigi. I appreciate it so much. Yes, I do. Okay. And we're just going to keep going here. I'm just going to keep fluffing as we go. So today's Mardi Gras, I believe. Yes, today is Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday. Who else celebrates Mardi Gras? I know they're not doing any parties or parades or anything this year due to COVID. They had a big thing on the news last night about it. But unfortunately, you know, a lot of places, like I know where I live in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh is a very large Irish community. And I don't think we're going to have our parades and celebrations either that they usually have. I know like New York and Times Square didn't get to have theirs. You know, it's rough everywhere, for sure. I can't wait for all this to be over and done and we can all go back to our normal lives. I just never thought that I'd see something like this in my lifetime. I thought we were over all these famininous diseases. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay, so we got one more loopy-doop here where we started. Let me make this a little bit. Okay. Okay, so once we reach this one, now that's where we started. Let's fluff this out. I don't like the way that's fluffing. Let's go this way with it. Okay. So guys, I started watching this new show that my son told me to watch. It's called The 100. I guess it's not a new show. It's got quite a few seasons on it. But I'm really liking it so far. So that's one thing. I got Netflix and Hulu because there's nothing but repeats on TV. So you know you got to have something to watch, right? You love the food more, Gigi. I love Mardi Gras. Obviously, I don't really know what the food is. I believe crawfish is one of them, which I'm willing to try. I like lobster, and I like crab. So if it tastes anything like that, I'm good to go. But I like food in general, so it doesn't really matter. But the colors of Mardi Gras. I love the colors of Mardi Gras, for sure. Okay, so for those of you that are new and watching, so this is where we started and this is where we ended. So now we're going to go head down to the bottom, and I skipped this one, and we're going to tie to this one here, okay? So remember to go your two sets of pipe cleaners over. I'll pull it up just so you can see what I'm doing, like so. And this is how we drop down to the bottom row. All right? And then we just continue to do like we did on the top row, around the bottom. I keep saying we're going to get table risers, and I keep forgetting every time I go to Walmart. I think I'm just going to have to order them online. The only time I think about it is when I'm doing a live because I'm standing. All right, so we're over to here. So did anybody do anything for Valentine's Day? I know I didn't. We stayed home. I went and made my uncle a nice dinner for the week. So he's been spoiled for the week. He loves my homemade meatballs and spaghetti, so I made him that for Valentine's Day. So, but my husband and I, we didn't do anything. Nothing special. Nothing special, just hung out with the kids. Sometimes I think that's better than anything else. Just staying. I enjoy my kids, so I actually enjoy them being home. And plus, like I said, my little fur baby Copper, it was his birthday, and then the week before was my oldest daughter, my youngest son's, her one dog, Ellie's, and our one dog, Nova. They all had their birthday on the same day, on February 9th. My oldest daughter and my youngest son are 10 years apart. Needless to say, she wasn't very happy when she found out that they were taking her baby brother on her birthday. They fight over whose birthday it is. He says it's no longer hers because she's a grown-up. She's an adult now. So it's only his birthday. They crack me up. They fight over their birthdays. Gigi, I am in Salzburg, Pennsylvania, which is about 45 minutes from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I live out in the middle of nowhere, hon. We have 13 acres, which with the pandemic and everything is good for the kids because they have dirt bikes and stuff and it keeps them busy. Even in the snow, they ride their dirt bikes in the snow. They got my yard all tore up. As soon as it snows, they're out there. Even the neighborhood kids, they're all out here riding their dirt bikes around my yard. I told the one boy we're going to come tear up his mom's yard and see how she likes it. So I ran her into her a few weeks ago. And I told her, she's like, oh, they got mine. I guess down at hers, they got hers all tore up with a quad and a sled. So, kids, right? Kids, kids, kids. Okay, so we're coming around to the last one here. I mean, we have a pond and everything, so they, you know, with the quarantine and that, it hasn't been really rough on them because they get to go fishing and ride their dirt bikes and do all that stuff, so. And I have 5 kids. My oldest is 28. And then I have a daughter who just turned 25. I have a son that's going to be 20 in April, a daughter that's going to be 17 in March, and my youngest son, Dylan, just turned 15. Okay, so last week. All right, so we're here at the end, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this off, but I don't cut it off real short. All right, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of pop this down. Pop it down inside a little bit, just to hide it some. See? And you can't see where we cut it off at. Alright, so let me pick this one up. And roll it up. Get it out of the way. Toss it off to the side. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move this because we're going to cut some more. We're going to go ahead and cut our purple. So guys, what are you all planning on having for dinner tonight? I took out country ribs. We're going to have pork barbecue ribs for dinner tonight. So that's what we're having. They're thawing out right now. Where is my fancy dancy tool? Here it is. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut these about 15 inches. I need 16 of them. Or I'm sorry, 18 of them. Wrong refrain. Does anybody watch Netflix? You guys watching any TV shows or movies on Netflix? Few more to go, her. 14, 15, 3 more. 17, and 18. All right. Just love how it sticks to each other. I had a shirt on the other day and it wouldn't quit sticking in my shirt. You're having chili again, Mother. Smothered pork chops. What do you smother them in, Gigi? What do you smother them in? Like I said, we're going to do pork barbecue ribs. I got off easy last night. We had sandwiches. I don't think I can get away with that too often anymore. In the summer I get away with it, but they like their hot cooked meals in the winter. But Mom don't like cooking all the time. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to roll this up like so. And just pop it in, one in each tie. Okay? Pop it in one in each tie. And try to get it in the middle though. This one I did not get in the middle. Doesn't look a little rough, for sure. A little rough. There we go. Okay, we're just going to roll it. So like I was saying, started to watch Netflix and that. I've seen the series Bridgerton, which was only one season. It was pretty good. I don't know if they're going to make another one or not, because it kind of just said her whole life story there. Well, most of her life story. So I don't know if they're going to make another one or not. But it was good. I liked that one. And then I watched Reign, R-E-I-G-N. Ooh, that sounds good, Gigi. For sure. Yeah, so then I watched Reign. Like I said, it's R-E-I-G-N, and it was about the Queen of Scotland and how she married the King of France and their story, and that one was pretty good. I liked that one. So then I started watching a couple other ones that are more like kings and queens, and I really wasn't into them. And like I said, my son told me to start watching Reign. Or not Reign, The 100. So that's what I'm watching now, and I think so far there's 4 seasons, so that'll keep me occupied for a little while. Like if I'm crafting, I'll put it on, or at night when my husband's watching stuff on TV that I don't want to watch, in goes the headphones, and I start watching on my phone. Technology is wonderful, for sure. For sure. So, and then I craft as my activity also. So what do all you guys do for relaxation and things to do while everything's closed? Thank you, Gigi. Yeah, I was having a hard time figuring what color to put with my yellow. And then purple just kept pulling me. So I said, we're going to do purple. I thought purple would pull it out. Make it look springy. I love the bright spring colors. But yet I love the fall. I love the yellows and the browns and the oranges and the dark reds of fall. I guess I kind of love all the colors. But snow's beautiful, but Christmas Eve and a little bit on Christmas Day, and then it can go. Just make it feel like Christmas, and then it can go. I mean, one good thing with my kids being on online school, they don't have any snow makeup days because they still have it. Teachers just post their assignments. The outside, and then we're going to go around the inside. Do I sound like my mom? How do I sound like my mom, Pat? Everyone, Pat is my mom. You all want to say hi to my mom? Awesome, Gigi. Awesome. Thank you for your service, for sure. Yeah, I'm a hairdresser and nail technician. I had my own beauty shop for years, and then I got pregnant with my second, and it was just too hard running it by myself. So I sold it and went and worked for a local salon until I had my third child, and then it wasn't worth me paying to have 3 kids in daycare. Didn't make enough money, so I stayed home and raised my kids. And then I continued to dabble in my hair and my nails, doing family and friends and everything. And then my aunt had all kinds of Wreath supplies, and she had all kinds of supply, craft supplies and stuff. So she had all these good intentions, but she never used them. So she started giving them to me, and I started playing around with the stuff. And then she passed away, and I ended up taking all the other stuff. But before she passed away, when I was tinkering with stuff, she told me I had a true talent. My mom loves everything I make, but that's my mom. She's biased. She has to like what I make. Oh, I can imagine, Gigi. I know, like, when we were in quarantine last year, my girlfriend and her daughter came and got their hair cut and done, and whenever her daughter went to work, everybody's like, "How did you get your hair cut?" And she's like, "Well," I said, "See, it pays to have friends," for sure. I mean, I knew they were safe because they stayed home just like I did, so. And actually, I ended up getting COVID in January. Don't even know how I got it. Don't even know how I got it. So yeah, my daughters are the only ones getting their nails done now. Because all my other clients aren't coming around because of COVID. Because I do more of the older people, and they're, high risk, I guess you should say. So they're not coming around. Okay, so here is our base. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this off to the side. Well, wait, let's go ahead and get our bunny put on before we do our ribbon tails. So let's get our bunny put on. This poof is quite large. I'm going to try to control this little poof here because he's quite large. Try to spread him out a little bit better. We'll just cover him actually. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put him down off to the side here. Let me twist this so he's on there good. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and put this down here. Put this one down in here. Try to get it down through the mesh, because that'll help give you more of an anchor, because then it's attached a little bit more than just on the base. It goes through the mesh. Okay, let me get him there. I got a kitty in my chair. I don't know if you guys have seen her. She likes to hang out here and fill my heater. And then when I'm not down here, she's on my computer, staying warm. And I tell her no, and she gives me attitude. Go figure, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and get this one tied. You could always make them tighter. After you get it in, you can always make it tighter. Alright, so this side, not so much, is not going to be going through the mesh because it's more on the edge here. Try to get them through some of the mesh. So has anybody gotten that Discovery Plus channel yet? Well, prayers to your daughter, and tell her thank you also for her service. My oldest daughter is going to school to be a physician's assistant. So her studies aren't you know, what they're supposed to be, but she's getting her rotations in, which is good. She's in right now with an older PCP who does nothing on computer. Everything's on paper. So it's a different type of learning. But he's really, really nice. She's only been there for a week, and his wife bought her for her birthday chocolate-covered strawberries and chocolate chip muffins for her birthday, which I thought was really nice. Told her he's going to have her spoiled for all the other doctors because he's so nice. Some other doctors, they're called preceptors, I think, don't have the patience. But this guy really does. He's really, really nice. Takes the time to explain it to her. If, you know, they don't know what it is because they haven't had normal schooling. You know, they had to end up going everything online, and like they were just learning body parts and stuff when they got locked down. So, okay, so here's our little bunny. He is now on there. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's make our bows. I think we're going to do probably 3 bows. All right. I am going to go ahead and do 3 terry bows. Oh. Okay. And for this I will sit so you get to see me a little bit better. Not much, but a little bit. Alright. So let's go ahead and we'll put this on first. We're going to use this yellow polka dot for the bow. Oh, I lied. I gotta remember which bow I'm making. I'm so used to the other bow makers, I forget that when I use this one to make my terry bow, I have to start with the little ones, not the big ones. Sorry, am I sitting on you? Sorry for disturbing your slumber. Okay. So let's twisting 2 pipe cleaners together. All right. Let's go ahead and start. usually do not use pipe cleaners when I make bows on the this Pro Bow, but we're going to try it, see how it works. And I am just going to use a wire for the through here. Okay. So I'm on row C. If you're wondering what row I'm on. Alright, and then we'll go up to, let's do this one. We'll do the little polka dots next. So anybody on here from Texas or anywhere down south, I know you guys are getting nailed too with this weather and you don't have any electricity. A lot of them don't. I know my uncle's in Kentucky and he doesn't have any electricity right now. You know, unfortunately when you live down in the south, especially down in Texas and that, you know, getting snow like this is, you know, really not on your radar for sure. It's amazing how far down this is coming. I have a heater going under here and it's making it too hot, so we're just going to turn it. Ah, sorry, I sat on the kitty again, guys. I sat on the kitty. She's not being happy. She likes it there because the heater blows there. North part of Oklahoma. And how's your weather doing, Cindy? Are you getting all this, I call it filthy McNasty stuff? We're just going to put it up, see how she's going to sneak up to my computer, and then she's going to end up pushing buttons and you'll all be gone. No, kitty, no. Okay. I was cutting all the ribbon and stuff, making all those bows for those 6 special order wreaths I have, and I got a blister on my middle finger, and it popped. And it's not a happy camper. Not a happy camper at all. I belong to this one Facebook group for the type of dogs that we have, and a lot of the people that live in Texas and down south and everything are posting how their dogs are reacting to the snow and all the ice and the sleet and stuff, because living down there they've never seen that, so it's quite neat to see them do that. To see the excitement in them running and playing in it. It's nice to see that. I know our little man who came and said hi earlier, he loves it outside. He'll stand there and bark at my husband just to let him outside. Take him for their walks, but my husband said it's too cold out there today. Okay, so we have our first bow made. There's one. One bow made. Okay, we'll put that there. We'll go ahead and start with our second bow. I think I'm going to use wires this time. It's a little easier and I can get it tighter. Timber. I need a bigger table. This is like one of those little 3-foot tables. I need a bigger one. All my stuff has fallen down. Someday. Someday. Alright, go ahead and start our next ribbon, or our next bow. So, for all of you crafters on there, which holiday is your favorite to decorate for, or do creations for? Which holiday is your favorite? I love decorating for Halloween. Just love it. But I have to say, Halloween, fall, and Christmas are my most favorites to decorate for. I'm getting more better at liking Easter because I got lots of bunnies. My aunt collected bunnies, so I've got lots of bunnies that I could, decorate with now. So, but I have to say, Halloween is one of my most favorites. It's just, as my friends say, it brings the dark side out in me. I just think it's so cool. Christmas and fall, Connie. Gigi, Christmas and 4th of July? Yeah. There we go. Hey, Miss Melissa, how are you, sweetheart? How are you doing? Are you surviving this weather? Oh boy, 6 more inches tonight, Cindy. Oh boy. I don't know how much more we're supposed to get. All I have to say is I don't like it. It's too cold. Too cold. You have a pain in your neck. Who's your pain in the neck? Is it Thad? Is Thad being a pain in the neck, Melissa? Now, when you guys decorate or you make wreaths, do you prefer to do mesh wreaths or grapevine or evergreen? Is there a preference that you like? I love making grapevine wreaths, because that's just, a creation in your own. I just really love it. That's where my imagination really comes flowing out, for sure. Because I like all the different choices you can have when you make it that way. Getting our second bow almost done. Aw, Connie. Thank you so much. I love crafting too. Tell you what, it's a great stress reliever for sure. Because I know after my dad died, I quit smoking, which my aunt got me into the crafts. And I'll tell you what, that was the best thing to do for my hands to keep me busy, was the crafts. Kept my mind off of them. Oh, you laid wrong last night, Melissa. Well, okay. We'll let Thad go on that one. But, yeah, that really helped me get through all that craving and all that stuff when I quit smoking. Yeah, on Valentine's Day, it was 4 years that my dad had passed away. He passed away on Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day isn't the same for me. Alright, number 3 bow is all done. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Jeezy, the floral wreaths are beautiful. I love doing floral wreaths. And like I said, you get to pick out what you want to put on that grapevine, and you can choose what theme you want to use. I mean, you can do that with the mesh and everything, but I think just the creativity flows a little bit better with them. They're more your own work, I guess you should say. Melissa, what are you painting? Oh, I hope Thad gets home soon, Melissa. Thanks, Gigi. Yeah, I miss my dad. He was my buddy. He was my buddy. Okay, let's go ahead and twist this one up. Yes, I have to say, crafting is very good therapy for your mind and your soul. It keeps you occupied. And you don't have to do wreaths. You can do like Melissa, she's painting, or she does wreaths too, but she's painting, and you know, there are many other different forms of crafting. You can do woodworking, you can, all kinds of things. All kinds of things. Some people build furniture. I know some guy, they make cutting boards. Pretty awesome. Make all kinds of things. Necklaces, jewelry. Get my little wires back. Okie doke. Last but not least. Oh, I keep sliding back and I keep pushing on the kitty. Can you hear her? She's not very happy with me. She's meow. I'm smashing my kitty. She's like, lady, I'm here to stay warm and you're smashing me. You're in my warm seat. My husband must have took Copper upstairs because I can hear him and the other dog running around. I have come to the conclusion that there is no longer a reason for me to make my bed. I make my bed and the dogs destroy it because they think it's a wrestling ring. So I don't make my bed no more. Yes, Connie, I love this bow maker. This is Pro Bow the Hand, and that's where you can go to get it, probowthehand.com. I love this bow maker. She also has another one. If you give me a second to tie this off. She has videos that you can watch on how to do it for free, YouTube videos. She teaches you how to do everything on a nice, very slow pace. Teaches you how to do different bows. She's a wonderful woman. She also has this one here, I forget what it's called, 5-in-1 or something. And I use this one usually for a regular bow with tails. But I'm using this one for the terry bow. I do better with it on this here than I do on this. So, but she has this one too. And like when I go and do craft wreath classes and stuff, I have this one I take with me. And then I have them go usually and order their own because it's too hard for me to have, 15 people share one bow maker. So I have them go get their own. But this one's Pro Bow the Hand, and that's where you can go to find it, probowthehand.com. It's cheaper through her website than it is through Amazon. And then there's oh, okay. I'll tell you, Connie. Okay. Gigi, I'll tell you the terry bow. Let me finish explaining. And then there's a bow maker called the... Oh my goodness, I just brain farted, guys. Ah! Easy Bow Maker? Yeah, there's one called the Easy Bow Maker. It's a little bit smaller than the one I just showed you. Okay, and they also have ways to teach you. Okay, so the terry bow is... How I do it is you do your little top first, your little ribbons, you know, like the middle of your bow. And you start this way. Your tails come out this way instead of straight down. Wait, my cat's on the computer. And she just left Jim's. So, okay, I'm back. But now I can't see the comments. Let me go back so I can see your guys' comments. I'm sorry. The cat interfered. But anyway, this is how you do it. It's hard to explain, but your tails come up throughout the bow instead of down at the bottom of the bow. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? You have to let me know if I'm making sense or not. Oh my goodness, I just brain farted, guys. Oh, replay. Yeah, let me know if that makes sense. So if you notice, when I do the tails, instead of them laying down here, like you would a regular bow, they're sitting up here. Cindy, that's good. Yes, Karen, you got it. Easy bow maker. Yay. I have a Bodabra, guys, but I have a really hard time with that one. I don't get along with that Bodabra. My mom got me a Bodabra back when I started this because I didn't know how to make bows, and the Bodabra and I did not get along at all. Karen, you got it right. The other one was the Easy Bow Maker. You were helping me with my brain fart. I appreciate that. Yes, Cindy, you can actually use the Bodabra to help hold your mesh, and also you can use this one too. This one comes with different dowel rods. Here, let me move this one. Okay, so this bow maker here, as you can see, you have your two dowel rods that hold it in the center like you would with your Bodabra. But there's also two more over here, and there's two more over here, so you can hold more mesh. And they give you enough pegs for all of these. So there's enough mesh. You know what I mean? You can hold down your mesh quite a few pieces if you use all these three double sides here. Yeah, so... Honey, what's your question on top of the bow? What's on top of the bow? Ask your question again. I'm not understanding what you're asking me, Connie. So here, I'll explain to you how I'm making this one as I'm making it. So I did my first one. All right. So then my second one's going to come in. All right, and this is why I have two sets of wires. This is the main wire that I put on first, and then this one here is what we call the helping hand. So you don't have to hold on to it the whole entire time and try to do things with, you know, one hand. Because we obviously don't have 3 or 4 hands. And if you do, you're a miracle, and kudos. Okay, so what I do now is when you determine, like I have this on row C, so it's a nice size bow, but not real huge. Alright, and this is what they call the large model. They have ones that are like really big that'll take up the whole table. That you can make like bows for cars and stuff. And I don't need that. So I have this on row C. All my dials are on row C. So what I'm going to do is I hold the ribbon this way because that's where your first ribbon's going to go on. So I hold it this way, and then you want to crinkle it like you would. Put it together, okay, and then you hold it right there, and then you bring your tail up, and it goes between these two dials, or whatever dials you're, you know, into, and then you take this and you loop it around the dial, bring it this way, and whenever you get if you get this model, you'll get a spool holder with it. And you want to make sure that your ribbon always flows this way. So when you pull on it, see how nice it pulls? Alright, so then you squinch it again. You, as we call it, pinch. You pinch it together and then you twist it. So then your polka dots are facing this way. Again, you go over this dial. You pull it nice and snug. Okay? Then you pinch it again. Right in front of your dial. You twist it. So your polka dots on this side are facing all inwards. Alright, then you take your helping hand wire. Alright, and you've got your top and your bottom. You pull nice and tight and you twist. That's it. And then you cut it off to the length you want the tail to hang out. Does that make sense? Hi Yolanda, how are you? The streamers. I mean the wires. Connie, are you talking about these, hon? These wires that I use to hold the bow? They go on the top, but once you fluff your bow, you shouldn't see them. How's your weather, Yolanda, there in South Florida? Yolanda, I will show you how to fluff the bow in 1 minute. The tails? Okay. Yeah, they're not like all on the top of the bow. They'll spread out through each layer. I'll show you when we fluff the bow, okay? I'll show you when I fluff the bow, Connie. It'll be easier to show you that way. Okay, so then here's this. Now you can, if you want more of the yellow, you can just keep looping over these same two dials until you got as many as you want. But this is as many as I want. Okay? So then my next ribbon, I believe, is a bunny. Again, you're going to put it on the dial on your ribbon spool holder. Alright, and you're going to pull it and measure it. This one's going to be a little bit longer. I'm going to go to row D with the tail on that one, and then you just pinch it in the center, and then you're going to make the bunnies face towards this way, outside of the bow, top part of the bow. Because remember, this is your top of your bow, and the bottom of your bow is back here against you. Thank you, Yolanda. Well, good thing you have rain today, Yolanda. The rest of us are in snow and ice, so you're one of the more luckier ones. Gigi must be lucky too. I don't think she has snow. Okay, so then we go ahead and we go around this dial. We're going to pinch it. I wish I had a camera that I could give you the overhead view, but I don't. And then you're going to twist it, and then your bunnies are going to face this way. They're always going to face the top, your pattern. Now, if you don't have a pattern, then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so then you do that. And you pinch it again down here, and you twist. Now, since I'm not using 6 different ribbons in this bow, I want 4 loops of the bunnies. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this dial next to it to do my second loop. Okay, but if you were using 6 ribbons, you could go ahead and just bring this up over the one you already just used. But since I'm not using 6 ribbons, I'm just going to go ahead and use my next dial. Okay, so you bring that across, and if you can see, this is all running straight, right? It's not twisting. So whenever you pinch, again in the center, twist it, and then you just bring it through. And sometimes when you bring it down, it'll crunch a little bit, but just fix that with your fingers. You can fix that during fluffing. And as you can see, this is all straight again. So then you pinch it, again right here, you twist it, and you bring your tail up here. If that's all the layers you want, and you're done, you're going to stick your tail up between the 2 dials, okay? Go ahead, use your helping wire, twist it off nice and tight, and then cut your tail. Okay? I think I might have to go get another little ribbon for the ribbon tails. Okay, So then one more. I have this one, and again, your pattern, you want it to face this way. All right, and I'm going to make this one go out to the letter E because it's the bottom one, so you want a little bit of a longer tail. Okay, and then we pinch it, stick it down here where your helping hand is, and until you get used to holding it here and rubbing it around, you can actually take your two little helping hands right here, go ahead and twist that in there. And look, I don't have to touch it, it's not falling out. Okay, so then you put it down on your next dial. Okay, and you just do the same thing. Bring it across, pinch here, right? And you're going to twist. You can hold it with your thumb if you want to too. Put it across your next dial. Okay. Again, you're going to pinch it. You're going to twist it. Go across that next dial. Again, because I'm not using 6 ribbons, I'm just going ahead to this next dial. But if you're using 6 ribbons or 5 or whatever, and you need one more dial, then just double loop this one. Just take it up over top of the other one. Now you don't have to keep them all at the same length either. You can stagger the lengths of the ribbons too, if you want to. Okay? I'm going to pinch it again. Twist it, because remember this is the top of your bow, so you want to see the top of your ribbon. Get your helping hand out and twist it again. Alright, take it to the length you want it and cut it off. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move this over. Okay, so then what you do is you got your helping hand here. You're going to untwist this, okay? Because this is the first one you put on. And your other one's down here, and there's a little nail that you get to twist it around. Alright, so then what you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to twist it real tight. Pull it and twist. And then what I usually do is take that helping hand wire and twist it right in with the main wire that we put in first. And then you just pull your center one out. That way you don't pull all of them out. And there you go. Okay? So now, let me get my fluff box out. She also sells these fluff boxes. It's nice and heavy. Okay, it comes with this little loop here. Mine broke, so I had to put another one in, so mine's pretty big. Mine broke because it fell down on this part. I dropped it and went and broke it, so I had to put a new one in. Okay, so what you do is you take your bow. Now you can either use this fluff box, which is really good because it sits really good for you. Or sometimes what I do is I go ahead and put them on the wreath itself, attach it, and then I fluff it on the wreath. But for this part, I'm going to show you how to do it. So you bring it around, and you take it up and through the hook here. Okay? Up and through the hook, and then you tie, there's a little nail right here. Twist it around the nail, because then that holds it there. Okay? There you go. It still wobbles a little bit because my hook's too big, but when you get one, if you get one. So then you're going to start at the bottom, all right? So now don't be afraid to pull. So you're going to put one here and one loop here and then your center tail, okay? Again, loop, loop, and then your center tail. Now it's all in the way you like it, how you want. Now I don't make them perfect when I do this because of course when you put them on the wreath itself, you know, it gets smushed. So this is just how you fluff it until you're ready to put it on the wreath. Okay, and then again, you're going to do the same thing. Okay, pull them out. And then if you want, you can take your, do this on the center. Okay, and then make this one go out this side. So you want your tails, see, your two tails opposite of each other. Okay, we're going to do this. Okay. And then again, here's with your yellow. Leave your yellow in the center if you want, because there's only 2 loops. And there you go. You see your yellow your tails are across from each other. Same thing with your pinks and your bunnies. Alright, and then your very center, you just kind of do the same thing. Take your tails opposite of each other. And you take your, and there you go. Now if you want, you can cut these shorter, which I'm going to because I want to dovetail these, right? So you just dovetail them. You can make them shorter if you want. Just depends on how big of a bow you have. You don't want to make your ribbons too short. Okay, so I'm just dovetailing these. Try not to cut your fingers because I've done that a few times. Okay, get down here. Put this side. And got one more. Okay, and there is your terry bow, guys. What do you think? Hey, Julie. Does that help you? Did I explain it good, guys? If not, ask me questions. I'll try to help you the best I can. Okay? So that's how you fluff your terry bow. And like I said, I don't make it perfect just for the fact that it's going to go on the wreath and it's going to get all discombobulated. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you, Connie. Did that make sense now where the tails go, Connie? Did that help you? Sometimes it's just easier to show. I try to explain things sometimes and I get brain farts. That's what happens when you're going to be 51. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Gigi. Thanks, Julie. So there's our one bow. We'll go ahead and do our other bow here. Wrap it around your nail and then you just, don't be afraid to pull on it. I had to go up to a bigger grade, a better grade, one more grade higher gauge, I guess you want to call it, of the wire because I kept breaking mine. So I had to go to a bigger gauge. I'm rough. Oh, I hate when I get pop-ups. Julie, I am doing well. I am feeling much better. How are you? My cough is finally gone. I think that was the worst part after the corona, the COVID. That cough lasted forever. Ever. But they were saying on the news last night, these doctors are saying, make sure you take a lot of vitamin D and zinc, which you can't find zinc anywhere. I've looked. Everybody's bought zinc out, but I take vitamin D3 and I take vitamin B, mega vitamin B, every day. And that's, I think, what helped me, you know, get through it. My husband takes vitamin D every day too. So, yeah, they're saying make sure you take vitamin D and zinc, but I take vitamin B instead because it's good for your immune system. But they're saying that's the key to surviving the corona. Just take those vitamins. So I know, like, when my daughter's vitamin D was very, very low, she had difficulty breathing and everything. So, you know, you'd be amazed what that vitamin D does for you. Oh, okay, Connie. Good for you, Karen. Good. I'm glad you take that. Connie, to get notifications when I go live, there are 3 little buttons. So you want to tap where my head is, and 3 little buttons will pop up on your screen. So I'm going to say the right side of your screen, okay? Hit those 3 little buttons and it'll say get notifications. And then that's where you hit, turn them on. Or yes, one of them too. I haven't done it in a while. Get notifications and it will notify you when I come on. Okay, one more bow, guys. One more bow to fluffer duffer. Yes, so I have to say I do take the vitamin D. Julie, you feeling better since your surgery? I hope you're feeling better. Right, Gigi. Yep, tap your screen. They usually say like on my nose or whatever, and 3 little dots will pop up in your corner. I think it's your right-hand corner if you're looking at your screen. If you're using your phone. I don't know if it does it on the... I think if it's on a live, you tap this... Let me see. Let me do before I ask you. Oh, it might be different. But if you're looking on your computer, there's 3 little dots. Let me see. Yeah, and maybe you need to tap those 3 little dots in the comment section on your computer. Karen, we didn't get a whole lot of snow. We got more of that freezing rain gook and regular rain, and now it froze and my driveway's like a skating rink. Everything's like a skating rink out here, which I'm glad that they are not out there on the dirt bikes. Yeah, Connie, I'll tell you what, these bow makers are wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful for the hands. Oh, Kitty's gonna push some buttons again. We gotta put her down. Yeah, I know a lot of people say that the bow makers don't make beautiful bows, but they do. They do. It's just all in the way you fluff them. That's all. They just don't give them a chance. I know one lady said that, and as she told me that, she bought an item from me, and that item I made with a bow maker, and she said my bow was absolutely beautiful. So I never did tell her I made it with a bow maker. Right? To each their own, right? All right. Get this one up here. I want to switch this. I want this tail to go over here. And this tail to go here, and then these to go here. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and cut these ribbon tails. Let's get them all cut and purdied up. Yeah, I can make bows by hand, but I just don't, they're not as pretty. Well, yeah, that was a smart thing to do. I know my husband plowed the driveway last night while it was slushy, but it's still hardened. But at least it's not like a smooth ice, it's more of a crunchy, rough ice. So at least you get some grip. Okie doke. Go ahead and take this one off. I'm going to put my fluffer box down here. Let me get these tails out of the way here. And let's bring our wreath back. Now I'm going to take a drink. I'm getting parched. How's your mom, Karen? How's Queenie? Okay. All right. So I kind of want to put the bigger one, even though I made them all the same size. Or actually, no, I made this one a little bit bigger, just because I want it down here on the bottom. So let's go ahead and put this one in. Again, if you run your pipe cleaners or your wires through the mesh, it helps hold it better. Okay. Go ahead and tighten that up. Okay. So there we go. One. One in. Let's get our other one on. Do this one next. And then what I do for these wires, when I use the wires instead of the pipe cleaners, I kind of twist them together so they're easier to fish through together than it is to fish them through separately. Go ahead and get this one up there. That's a good spot for it. Go ahead and get this one fed through. One. There's two. And guys, if you're interested in any of the materials that I used today, the bunny, the purple mesh, I don't have any of the yellow in stock. The yellow I have in stock is more as a gold yellow. The bunny, the purple mesh, and the ribbons. I think I'm sold out of the carrot ribbon though, but all the other ribbons I have. Go to barbscountrycreations.com. I do free shipping on orders over $100. Keep a little side note of that when you're looking for supplies. I sell grapevines. I also sell the bases, but like I said, I'm out of the bases right now. I had a lady buy me out of all my bases. Oh, you do, Karen? Cool. I'm glad you got new signs. Cynthia, you can order the bow maker, the one that I used, from probowthehand.com. Order it from there because it's more expensive on Amazon, so you want to try to get it from there. probowthehand.com. And she also has the fluff box, if you like the fluff box. Okay, let's put our third row in here. Karen, if you want to put your website in the comments so they can go look at your signs. Guys, Karen makes her own signs. Karen is an artiste. She does beautiful work. She doesn't live very far from me. She's actually a lucky one that lives near me, that she gets to come to the warehouse and pick out her goodies. She gets to go for the tour and pick out her goodies. So if there is anybody local or near me, you can do that too. You can come pick out your goodies. I allow you. You're a guest in my home for the day. If you can mind 5 kids, and well, they're not always all here. I have 3 left. but you know, friends and girlfriends and all that. Okay, so here we go with our bows. I don't know how well you guys can see it because it's down. All right, so now we're going to do our ribbon tails. So I need to count how many I need, and I think I need 10 down here, 11, put one here, 12, 13, that's a bottom one. All right, we'll try 13 for now. But there's all of our bows, okay? So, don't you fall down. Oh, now it's too heavy. Oh, there's Kitty. She's going. I sat on her that time. All right, so for my ribbon tails, I am going to do, not this one. I just want to get it out of my way. Thank you, Connie. I appreciate that. I'm going to do this ribbon and this ribbon, and I hope I got enough. If not, I know I can get another one of these, but I don't think I have any more of that one. If I don't have no more of that one, we'll just do another ribbon. That's all. And we'll just mix and match. That's all. That's the beauty of crafting. It does not have to be perfect, guys. Okay, so I am going to be cutting my ribbon tails 14 inches long. All right, so let's get my handy dandy measuring tool. And I said, how many did I say, guys? 13, right? Okay, guys, there's Karen's signs. Her page there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10. Darn. Darn. Alright. We're just going to have to mix and match a little bit. I said 14. Okay, I got 10 in this one, so I have to find another ribbon for this one. So I think this is the only one I had. Okay, let me see what other ribbon I got here, because that one was from my own little personal stash. I'm trying to use some of the ones that I have because I'm running out of room. Don't have any more on that one. So let me see. What other cutter can I use? What other cutter? You know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of this carrot to throw in there just to give it a little bit of a difference. You did, Karen. You know what? I did too. I sold one the other day also. I sold a Thanksgiving sign. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'll do all these, the 10 of them, around the bottom, and then these will be around the top. So let me get 4 up here. Yeah, I sold a Thanksgiving one the other day too. That's alright. They could be making it for somebody. Alright, so let's get 4 of these. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Because these ones are really going to be around the bunny, so that would be a little more making sense being around the bunny. The bunny! Okay. Alright, and then we'll do 14 of the bunny ribbon. To empty my garbage can. It's getting quite full. Alright, let's do 14 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, seriously? I got 12 of these ones. Alright, we'll see how this works. I have to, I'll go grab another one. Okey-doke. So my oldest son called me today and was asking me about our family lineage and wanting to know if we were truly Irish and Scottish and you know what we told him. I'm like, well, yeah. Why would I not tell you what we are? Why would I lie to you about that? So I gave him a little lesson that in my family, on my mother's side, my 24th great grandfather was King Robert de Bruce. He was the last king of Ireland, but he was also very close to the Scottish. So he bounced between Scotland and Ireland whenever he was around. He bounced between. But my great-grandfather was the last king of Ireland. So my son's like, well, where's my castle? I said, I don't know, dude. Like, I'm still waiting for my crown jewels. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You know, so we laughed. So then he's like, is there anything else interesting in our family? And I said, well, sure. I said, on your dad's side, on his pap side, I said, they had a woman in their family who had her tongue cut out because they said she was a witch. And he goes, oh. And I said, even back then, your grandfather's family couldn't keep their tongues from flapping. Oh, he cracked up laughing. He's like, Mom, you kill me. He goes, I love you. Even back then, they wouldn't stop, you know, flapping their tongues. So I gave him a brief family history and gave him a little more family history, and I told him I have paperwork to show some of it, so he said next time we see each other I can show him the paperwork. Okay, so I am going to put the 2 ribbons together, like so, then I fold it in half, and then I crease it, and then there you go. And we squinch it, and then I kind of pop it so it looks kind of like a bird, and then we stick it in our pipe cleaners, in our ties where we have our mesh tied. And me just pull it apart a smidge. There you go. Yeah, so he was cracking up at me today. And I know I think on my mother's side also, one of our relatives were kidnapped by Indians, and back then, if they kidnapped you, they killed you. Well, they ended up not killing her, they actually returned her. So apparently they must have liked her. Okay, and then you just spread out your ribbon as you go. Yeah, so, you know, we've had some crazy things. And then I know on my dad's side, there is an actual... You just think you're Slovak peasants, Karen. Ah, come on. I ain't got no crown jewels to share with you, so we're still good. I've become a commoner folk. So on my dad's side of the family, there is a statue with our name on it in, I believe it's Frick Cemetery. My aunt had a picture of that also, so I have that now since she passed. So, I told him I'll have to show him all that stuff one day when he comes. But it's nice to see that people are, you know, kids are interested in where their family came from. I know I only have 2 other kids out of my 5 that are interested in that, but they're still young. Give them time. That's what I say, just give them some time. They'll figure it out. So do you guys have any interesting tales of past family history? Anybody else get their family members get their tongues cut out? Around the bottom. I think I might make rice with my barbecue ribs tonight. That sounds good. Some rice. I like the brown and long grain rice. I think it's good. Trying to eat more healthier. Which I probably should have done more when I was young, but you know, when you're young, you might as well eat it because you're young. But then you get old and you get health issues because you ate it when you were young. And now you're in the bad habit of eating it because it's good and you're not supposed to. Which is not fair. Alright, we're almost finishing these ones up. We're getting around about my son also said, you know, if we ever did have a castle, he would put a moat around it and fill it with alligators. So anybody tried to get in the castle, they get ate by the alligators. And you know how they watch The Walking Dead too, and they have plans for the zombie apocalypse. The only way you're going to be allowed in our fortress is if you have some kind of skill that you can offer to keep the little village alive. I smell somebody cooking something upstairs. I smell something cooking upstairs. It's not my dinner, because I haven't started it yet. Okie-doke. I got 2 more down here. Okay, we got 1 more. So what do you guys think of this wreath, guys? You like it? Do you have any questions that I can help answer for you to the best of my ability? Alright, so we got the bottom row in. Got the bottom row all done. Okay. Alright, I think the top row, all I needed was a couple of them. So I might get away with it. Alright, so I'm going to put the smaller ribbon on top of the big ribbon. Okay? And this is just different because I ran out of my other ribbon. So we'll put some more carrots in it. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. Okay, we'll put one here. Here. I think the other one was supposed to go up here somewhere. Right here. Let's get him in here. What do you think of the little carrots out on the side, guys? I think that did a nice job, but I do have to go grab, let me cut this tag off. I do have to go grab another roll of this bunny ribbon just to finish my last tail, which is right here. It's right here, so let me go run over to the supply room. It's right next door here in the house. I took over my children's bedrooms. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. I'd take you for a tour for the supply room, but it doesn't have that good of lighting. I need new light bulbs, like my light bulbs keep blowing out. Thank you, Mother. Thanks, Gigi. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, my supply room doesn't have very good lighting. Plus my shelves go up to the ceiling and it covers the lights because they're those lights that are up. I forget the name, recessed lights. So once their garage is built and all the dirt bikes and everything are gone, then I'll be able to move my wear room, I call it a wear room, out into the main area of the basement. And then I can take you on a tour of all the goodies. But right now I just got to bring the goodies into my craft room and show you that way. Where we can see. Like I can see in there, it's just not to film. Because, you know, it's not bright enough. Okay. Let's put this one in here. And then when my ribbon tails are really close to the bows, I kind of tuck a little bit under the bow. And then I just kind of hide that a little bit underneath them. Okay, guys, I think we are good. So let me go ahead and lift this up. Hi. And then we will, or I will, I don't know why I always say we. There we go. There is our wreath. That's okay, Roxanne. You can catch it. Yes, you can catch the replay, Roxanne. Not a problem. I know I was on early today. I was on real early the other day, too. So, yes, by all means, catch the replay, guys. So here's our bunny. Our bunny peep. Peep, peep, peep. There we go. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I so appreciate it. Oh, Connie, thank you so much. I so appreciate you guys hanging out with me while I make my wreath and listen to me chit-chat. Listen to me chit-chat, because, you know, it's hard when you got people here that don't want to listen to the craft chit-chat. So it's nice that I have friends like you that I can chit-chat about my craft and how to do it and everything else. So guys, if there's anything here that you like and you would like to purchase, please go to barbscountrycreations.com. Nice chatting with you too. We'll catch up some more later also, Karen. Thank you, thank you. Go to barbscountrycreations.com. You will find all the supplies there that you will need, other than a few things. Like I said, I'm out of stock. But you can get all the ribbons and everything on there. Okay, guys? If you have any questions, feel free to message me. And if you're interested in purchasing the wreath, it will be on my Etsy shop, which you can reach from either my Facebook page. You hit the Shop Now button. Or you can go straight from the website where it says Etsy shop at the top. Click that and it'll take you to my Etsy shop. I should have it on there by tomorrow because it's 6:30 and I need to go cook dinner. I have to go feed some people. I think the boys are cooking. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much. Be blessed. Stay safe. Stay warm. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.